I think it's absolutely ludicrous to try to say that two Nations Leagues and a Euro is anywhere near equivalent to a World Cup and two Copa Americas. Like, now we're actually just coping. We are just lying and coping. All right, guys, we're back. Today, we're actually having an interesting conversation that I've been seeing popping up ever since the Nations League final. All right. I've been seeing stuff about Ronaldo and Yamal left and right, obviously. OG GOAT versus a baby GOAT. I get it. Insane stuff. I was right there. As you guys know, I made videos on it. But now the dust is kind of settled. All right, Ronaldo has won the Nations League with Portugal, fully deserved. Now I'm seeing something else, something I'm not really understanding that much. I am now seeing people saying that the GOAT conversation is sparking back, as in Messi and Ronaldo GOAT conversation debating in the big 2025. Are we for real, bro? Are we, like, guys, we're over this. Like, I think this debate has been over for quite a while, no? I mean, if you're a person who is saying the World Cup was rigged, no changing your mind, I don't care. But that's kind of where the debate ended. I mean, and the nail in the coffin was the eighth Ballon d'Or. But guys, come on, the Nations League is just not that big a trophy. Now I know y'all are gonna say, what you were saying Yamal would win the Ballon d'Or if you won it. Let me explain. All right, don't interrupt me. The reason I was saying the Nations League mattered to Lamine Yamal is not because the Nations League is this World Cup equivalent trophy. That's not my point. My point was that Yamal was in a Ballon d'Or contention. Yamal was a Ballon d'Or contender because of the domestic treble and his individual performance, right? Especially, I think it really started going after that semifinal against Inter because he was the best player there. The thing is, though, I was never trying to make the argument that the Nations League is actually that important of a trophy. It's not. The point that I was trying to make, and again, this is not to disvalue in the sense of Portugal's win means less. They deserved it. They had a great final. It's not an invalid trophy. It's just not a World Cup. My main point about the Nations League was that if Lamine Yamal wanted to be seriously considered as the winner for the Ballon d'Or, he would need some sort of extra trophy since Dembele had a quadruple, and the only thing Yamal could have really done is put on masterclasses in the Nations League. And if he had that fourth trophy, I don't even think that would make him a runaway winner. I think that would have made him a 50-50, like, pretty close contender for the Ballon d'Or. If someone just shows up and wins nothing the entire season, but they're on Portugal and then they win the Nations League, that doesn't make him a Ballon d'Or contender. That was never my point. But now we're getting to this point where people are talking about the Euro and the Nations League weighing as much as like two Copas in a World Cup. Guys, we're coping. Like, what are we talking about? Look, the truth is, a Copa America and a Euro are basically the equals, right? A World Cup weighs more than both of those. It's just the truth. A Nations League, I think, is a tier beneath that. And I'm not saying it's not a valid trophy. It is, but in the sense of, like, if you ask a up and coming player, what's your dream to win for your country? Nations League, they'd be like, yeah, sure, but it's not the thing they want to win. No one would want Ronaldo's trophy cabinet over Messi's when it comes to an international career. If you told someone, hey, would you rather have a World Cup and two Copa Americas or two Nations Leagues and a Euro? If they say they would take the two Nations Leagues and the Euro, they're literally lying to your face. They're coping, all right? It's just reality, guys. Different awards weigh differently. That's the truth. The World Cup is always going to weigh infinitely more than the Copa America or the Euro, and the Euro is never going to weigh as much as a World Cup. That's just the truth. Denying that is just because you want to rage bait and have an argument. Like, that's just how it works. I don't think there's a lot of, like, serious people arguing this, but it's more than you would think. A lot of people are actually like taking this stand about like how Messi and Ronaldo's are a lot closer now, but guys, it's been done. And I really thought we were all good with that. I thought we were all good with, you know what, after the World Cup, fair enough. I thought we were all good with it, but I guess there's some Ronaldo meat riders, bro. I'm a Messi meat rider, Yamal meat rider. If you're a Ronaldo fan, guys, it was a great day. Celebrate it. Keep celebrating this Portugal win. Y'all earned it. Don't bring up some dumb dead debate. It's the way to ruin your own parade. It's done. It's okay. Guys, being the second best is not a bad thing. Ronaldo is almost, the fact that he can compete with Messi is crazy. Like, he's a demon. They're both, I mean, they're both inhuman in their own ways, but the things that Messi does literally leave you in shock. Like, there are people who are watching, they're like, this is so magisterial. I have no idea how he did that. With Ronaldo, it's always impressive stuff. We'll probably see again. Even Garnacho can do what that guy can do, all right? That bicycle kick, while impressive, you're always going to see someone else who can kind of mimic what he did, all right? It's just the truth. And I think that's the main difference between Messi and Ronaldo. When you watch a Messi highlight from when he was his dribbling when he was younger, all you can say is how. You know, like it's crazy. You're like, how did he get past 6 defenders and then chip it over the keeper? But with Ronaldo, it's like, wow, that free kick, he smashed it. Insane. 40 yards, incredible. We won't see it for a while. But things with Messi, you're like, I've never seen that, and I don't think we ever will. That's the main difference. I'll leave it at this, guys. The GOAT debate. They're two legends. It sucks to have to compare the two. And honestly, there's no real definite answer because everyone weighs it differently, especially just depending on who you like more. But the truth is, guys, for me, I think it's absolutely ludicrous to try to say that 2 Nations Leagues and a Euro is anywhere near equivalent to a World Cup and 2 Copa Americas. Like, now we're actually just coping. We are just lying and coping. And you know what? People do it. It's always going to happen. Whatever. But the debate, guys, we have a GOAT. Yeah, that dude's the GOAT. That's just the truth. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comments. I know y'all love to know when you disagree with me. But I do get a lot of love too, so I appreciate you guys there. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about the Nations League final. What do you think about the GOAT debate? Who's y'all's GOAT, bro? Don't lie. don't lie. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate y'all.